All right, peep game, man. This is gonna be straight to the point. This is gonna be the grand finale right here. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing, what I'm doing. I'm the truth when it comes to this. Check it out. These are the three winners, right, that we're gonna go over. Back to back to back. I'm gonna break it all down live right here in front of you guys' faces. Hold on, let me sip my little cafecito real quick. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing what I'm doing consistently. You guys are gonna see how these setups are damn near the same and how I break them down brick by motherfucking brick with ease. So check this out, man. 15-minute time frame. MGC, this is gold futures, Friday the 13th. Check the stats, bro. Clear void to be filled to the upside, M15 supply at the top. Target of the day right here. Boom. Okay, cool. I got prominent M15 supply in my way, on the way to this target, right? So let's make sure this is even valid first of all. So I come M3 time frame, no equal highs within. I come M5 time frame, no equal highs within, making this a valid zone of prominent M15 supply that mandatory needs to be broken. Okay, cool. I come here, I display this for myself nice and clean that I am going to mandatory need to break this in order to make my way to this upside and fill this gap here. This is 2:45 to 3 a.m. when I hop on the charts. Okay, cool. So right here I have 30-minute demand in my favor. Price is already rejected off of this previous M30 demand here, which is nice and clean. It adds to the confluence of pushing to the upside. Now I do have M30 supply at the top of this void to be filled, so this will be a not possible entry but a target of the day as well. So now we have first target, second target. M30 time frame is in alignment with what I got going on. I checked the stats on the 1 hour time frame. I have 1 hour supply up here, but look at this big bearish volume. Price loves to fill these wicks on the 1 hour time frame, so this will be full target of the day here. Now with that being said, I'm gonna come to the M15 time frame, and I fully understand that I need to break this before anything. I'm gonna check if there's any equal lows below that I need to worry about, and there are no equal lows on the M3 time frame that I need to worry about. I come to the M5 time frame, no equal lows that I need to worry about. Okay, cool. So let's continue to watch price play out. This is M15 time frame. Does price break that right there? Price proceeds to break the prominent M15 supply that was in my way on the way to this target of the day. With that being said, now price what just happened is price broke prominent M15 supply and proceeded to create prominent M15 demand. Now I need to make sure this is even valid. I come M3 time frame, no equal lows within. I come M5 time frame, no equal lows within. Nice and clean for myself. Now all I'm gonna need is some type of rejection off of this zone here, off of this prominent M15 demand, to show me price wants to go ahead and use this. Show me that there are buyers here and price is trying to use this to fill these voids and these wicks to the upside. So I'm gonna need a 15-minute rejection candlestick. This is simply price pushing back into this form of demand here. This is 3:15 to 3:30. I come to the 30-minute time frame. This is looking clean. Now peep game here, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I have rejection candlesticks off of this previous demand doesn't mean I'm just going to enter. I am a scalper, so I'm always trying to collect the most amount of points as possible with the most precise entries as possible. With that being said, I fully understand market structure through experience, so I am fully expecting price to create its lower wick. Boom. Look at all of these candlesticks. 99% of them have a lower wick. So I'm going to use this knowledge to scale down to my lower time frames and understand that price is going to momentarily create a lower wick. And that is where I'll be looking to capitalize on this push to the upside. This is 3:15 to 3:30. Come to the M5 time frame. Let's check the stats on this, man. Okay, cool. This is why we wait for these wicks to be created. Even though I fully expect price to already push up, I'm simply understanding that these lower wicks must be created in order to before we push to this upside. So this is 330 to 335. Show me price wants to push up. This is 335 to 340, and this will be 340 to 345. This is the 15-minute time frame here. Beautiful. This is the definition of a rejection candlestick off of previous prominent M15 demand here. I like the way that this looks. Now keep in mind again, I am fully expecting price to create a lower wick. This is 330 to 345. So I come to my 5-minute time frame here. Lower wick has not been created yet. It actually was created here. Bam. And this was a possible entry. Truth be told, this was a possible entry, but I know this isn't where I entered this day. So I come 345 to 350. Okay, cool. This is 350 to 355. And this is 355 to 4 a.m., meaning I have a 15-minute candlestick closure. Here, price creates new prominent M15 demand off of previous prominent M15 demand. Okay, cool, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's make sure this is even valid. If it has M3 equal lows or M5 equal lows, then it will not be valid. No M3 equal lows, no M5 equal lows. Nice and clean. All right, this is 345 to 4 a.m. So I have a 30-minute candlestick closure simultaneously. I do have new M30 prominent demand created in my favor. Possible entry. I've already checked the stats on this, making sure they were valid. Now, I have a 1-hour candlestick closure. Look at the wicks on these lower time frame. On these higher time frames. These are big wicks being created. So, understanding market structure, I'm fully expecting price to do as it always does and create a lower wick on the lower time frames. Create a lower wick on the higher time frames, understanding that on the higher time frames, price must push down to create that wick on the higher time frames. That's exactly what I meant to say. Now, let's watch this happen here. All I need is price to come, create its lower wick, and give me some type of rejection to push up into first target, second target, and full target. At this point, I'm already scaled into my M5 time frame. Lower wick is created. 405 to 410. This is simply the lower wick being created. Check this out. Price touches prominent demand and leaves a rejection candlestick. This is where I'm in here. This is 410 to 415. So meaning I have this simultaneously as well. Now, this is exactly where I entered. This is the entry here. Entry is just below this candlestick closure. Why? Because I'm fully expecting price to create this lower wick, just like all of these have, and that lower wick is where I will be entered. So, bam, there it is. And then stop loss is going to respect this prominent form of M15 demand, and this is first target, second target, and full target of the day being there. Now, all that's left to do is watch this play out. Come to the M5 time frame. I am not in this trade yet until price taps my entry. Boom, price taps my entry. I am in this trade, and we'll just continue to watch this play out. And as you guys will see, within 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes on Friday the 13th, gold, I collected a nice and smooth 1.73% in a matter of 45 minutes. Love to see it. Now, there's plus 1.73. Delete everything, right? Because we're done with this. Now, let's come here and let's cross this off. This is validated here. Boom. We don't need this one no more. Now, 6 JM, Friday the 13th. This is the Japanese yen on Friday the 13th. Let's go ahead and break this down. Once again, I show up 3 a.m. This is 2:45 to 3. Bam. Okay, nice and clean. Now, I'll take a little sip of my coffee. This is the second one, man. This is how I'm flying through these evaluations. I know what I'm doing. It's very simple. All right. With this being said, clear wick to be filled over here, bam. I like this wick to be filled. Target of the day. M15 time frame is where I begin. Nice wick to be filled there. And then here I have prominent M15 supply at the top of this void to be filled. Now, let's see here. I am dealing with this prominent M15 demand here in my favor. Come on, bro. But I need to see if this is even valid. So I come M3 time frame. Ooh. Those are equal lows within. I don't like that. These are M3 equal lows right there. So I marked that for myself nice and clear. That being said, that's okay. All I need is price to just momentarily break those and clear those out. Now I come to the 30-minute time frame. Here I also have prominent 30-minute demand in my favor in order to push to the upside. Over here, 30-minute, it's looking like this is the target, right? Boom, this full wick to be filled, if I'm being fully honest. Target of the day there. And then we come 1 hour time frame. And yeah, this becomes very clear here. Here I do have H1 supply. So that kind of does hinder the volume that I'm expecting in order to push up into here. So if I'm being truthful, this will be the full target of the day here, right? Just being that I have H1 supply, I'm not looking to push so deep into H1 supply. Now I come to M15 time frame. Let's just watch price play out. I need an A+ bounce play in order to push to this upside, and that's all I need. And then even here again, price creates equal lows. I don't like this, if I'm being completely honest. Boom. This is for 415 to 430. I'm not even gonna check these higher time frames because I'm staring at these equal lows. Here's 430, 445. This is 4:45 to 5 a.m. Here I do have new prominent M15 demand created. This is possible entry. Let's make sure this one is valid. M3. No equal lows within. I come M5 time frame. No equal lows within. Okay, cool. M15. I come 4:45 to 5. So this is 3 a.m. Nice and clean, nice and clean. Damn, I do like this target of the day though to fill this full void. So I'm gonna add this one. Okay, cool. So this is 4:30 to 5. Come to the 1 hour. The same principles apply. I'm fully expecting price to create its lower wick momentarily. Create that lower wick for me. So I come M15, I'm gonna need to reject off of this anyways. There's that lower wick created. Now all I need, this is 5 to 5:15. All I need is, I know price is most likely gonna create a lower wick again. So just need some M5 confirmation here. And really, just based on what's going on, I'm gonna let this whole M15 candlestick play out. That's just clean, 5:15 to 5:30. So I come 5:30. Okay, cool. This is showing price tap prominent M30 demand and reject off of it. I am fully expecting a new candlestick, a new lower wick to be created. M15. Let's watch this play out here. Okay, lower wick was created and price proceeded to push up to the upside, creating this rejection candlestick here. I am fully expecting price to create another lower wick there and proceed to push to the upside. Now, I do like this entry already, if I'm being honest. I come to the M5 time frame. Yeah, I like the way this looks, bro. I like the way this looks. I like the way this looks. I like the way this looks. So I come here. I'm going to set this buy limit somewhere here, understanding that price is going to indeed create its lower wick. I am going to respect this prominent M15 demand here. Bam. And we are looking to push to the upside. First target, second target, and full target of the day being there. Now we're gonna watch this play out real quick. This is 5:30 to 5:45. Boom. Price taps the entry. Look how precise that is. Price taps the entry. This is 5:45 to 6 a.m., meaning I have a 30-minute candlestick closure simultaneously. Now, I do expect to go into drawdown momentarily as price creates this bottom wick here, especially being that I have a new 1-hour candlestick about to open. But everything is looking beautiful and everything is in my favor. I have H1 demand. I have 30-minute prominent demand price is rejecting off of. I have M15 prominent demand that price is rejecting off of. You know what I mean? I have voids to fill to the upside, clear wicks to be filled. So let's watch this play out. I'm gonna scale down to the M5 time frame. I understand I do expect momentarily for price to create bearish volume and then proceed to push up. So we watch this play out. And this was that lower wick being created. This is 620, 625, 625 to 630. 15-minute candlestick closure. And we'll just watch this play out. And full target of the day smashed within 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, and an hour and 15 minutes. I capitalized on a nice plus 2.75% here on 6J, which is the Japanese yen. You guys see it firsthand, man. Firsthand, you guys see it. It is what it is, baby. This is my game. And with that being said, let's go over today's trade. This was on gold. Leave this. I understand that this setup played out later, so I am just going to skip to 5 a.m. Call it. Boom. But let's go to the point where price actually broke this M15 supply, and this is when the play of the day switched. So at this point, let's check out what I'm presented with. Here, prices just broke previous prominent M15 supply, simultaneously creating prominent M15 demand. Check this for equal lows. I come M3 time frame, no equal lows within. I come M5 time frame, no equal lows within, making this a valid form of prominent M15 demand. Possible entry here. This is 5:15 to 5:30, meaning I could check the 30-minute candlestick out. I have prominent M30 demand in my favor as well. Here I have M30 supply at the top of this void to be filled. So this is target of the day. One of the targets of the day, right? Target of the day. Let's not skip that M15 time frame. Target of the day. I come here. Void to be filled. Target of the day. At the top of this void to be filled. Let's shorten this up. Make our charts nice and clean for ourselves. This is 5:15 to 5:30. So at this point, I need price to retrace back into this. Show me it wants to use this form of demand in order to push to this upside and fill this void here. Let's just continue to do that. So at this point, price retraces into prominent M15 demand. This is 5:45 to 6 a.m. Price is also retraced into this prominent M30 demand here. Now, I fully expect price to create its lower wick, right? As 99% of these higher time frame candlesticks have a lower wick. This is 5:30 to 6 a.m. Check this 1 hour out. 1 hour, obviously same thing here, but I like this target of the day on the 1 hour just to feel this whole body here, right? Target of the day there, bam. So we'll just continue to watch this play out. I need some type of rejection off of here to show me price even wants to push up into there. Something just like this. This is 6 to 6:15 a.m. 6 to 6:15, no type of entry there as of yet. 6 to 6:15, yeah. Expecting price to create its lower wick. Price creates its lower wick there. This is 6:15 to 6:30. I come 30-minute time frame. Here I have rejection candlestick, 2 rejection candlesticks off of previous prominent M30 demand. I'm fully expecting price to create another lower wick here. Boom, boom. So I have prominent M30 demand that is valid, no equal lows here. Voids to fill to the upside, 2 rejection candlesticks off of this demand. M15, 2 rejection candlesticks off of previous demand. I'm expecting price to create that wick. Let's see if I have any equal lows to worry about here. No equal lows to worry about. I come M5 time frame. No equal lows to worry about. I fully do like this entry. So what I'm going to do here is understanding that price is going to create this lower wick. I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to set this buy limit below this here. And as price creates its lower wick, I will be entered, and price will proceed to push up and fill these voids or these gaps, whatever you want to call them, to the upside. My stop loss placement is going to be respecting this previous prominent M15 demand here, just as it is now. This is 6:15 to 6:30. Check this M30 time frame out. This looks beautiful. I love the way this is looking, and we'll just continue to watch this play out here. M5 time frame. Boom. Price taps my entry, creating that minor lower wick, simultaneously pushes to the upside. Today was nice and quick for ourselves. And this is 6:50, 6:55. So this is where everything gets nice and clean for ourselves. And as you can see, second target was already smashed, plus 1.8. There it is, man, showing you guys what's happening. Let's see what would have happened if I would have held this to the full target of the day. Stop loss was hit, but not being greedy and understanding that this is later in the session. Price tapped second target of the day, 1.8%. You guys see how I'm calling all of this back to back to back to back very easily. This is what I do. This is my game. That's it, man. That was the grand finale. Wrote them down. Showed you guys how I show up, how I execute the entries, how I understand market structure and these wicks to be created. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm only 20 years old. Imagine when I'm 21, man.